Welcome to the Chevrolet Camaro. Unlike its brethren, the Chevelle, Camaros only showed up with two doors. They did not have station wagons. They did not have El Caminos. Unlike their GM brethren, the Tempest and other vehicles, they did not have four-door versions. The Camaro was strictly a pony car, designed specifically to take on Ford's powerhouse Mustang, which had started life 3 years earlier. And in 1967, the little pony car showed up. Over its lifetime, it would have the Z28, the Super Sport big blocks, the Rally Sport, the Berlinetta. It would go from a 6-cylinder car to a 1,000 plus horsepower Hennessy. There would be Baldwin Camaros. There would be all types of Camaros, Yenko, classics, and legends. Today's video, we will look at the history and some of the cars that we have featured on Junkyards and Barn Finds. So sit back, tighten the seatbelt, and let's get going. See the history? Of the Camaro.
Welcome to the Classic American Muscle Car Series, hosted by Sean Dever. I'm Sean.
So welcome to the American Classic Muscle Car Series, and this video is about the Chevrolet Camaro. It is a legendary muscle car. It's a legendary pony car, and in this video we're going to start with the first generation cars. We're going to take a look at them. We're going to take a look at what makes each, the 67, the 68, the 69 different. What makes them the same? Well, they're going to move to second generation starting in 70 or 70 and a half. And the 70 and a half, which people are always wondering, why is there a 70 and a half? Well, because in 1969, the 69 run went all the way to December of 1969. They didn't start making the 70 until actually 1970, and that was because of a labor strike. So, we're going to start at the Generation 2 there. We're going to go through, hit Generation 3, and then a few generations after that, 4 to the modern ones. We'll then look at some specialty cars such as the pace cars, and we'll look at some other specialty cars, the Baldwins, the Yenkos, the Hennessy's, the Copo, and then we're going to take a look at even more cars that we have covered in Junkyard and Barn Finds. So sit back. It's a long one, folks, but you're going to enjoy it. So sit back, check out all the videos that we will be putting on. And if you want to see more of any of the cars you see, you'll notice that the episode number is on the video. So you can go to Junkyards and Barn Finds with Sean, look up that episode, and see more about that particular car. Let's focus on the first generation, which was 1967 to 1969. Let's look at some of the differences and similarities of these cars. Hey guys, we're back here with our friends at Street Side, and they're letting us look through their cars. All the cars you see at the beginning of this video are for sale, but kind of wanted to take you on a little tour. So we're going to look at the first generation of Camaros and how to tell the difference between first gen Camaros, 67, 68, 69, and just show out a couple of the ones that we've found over the life of our channel so far of Junkyards and Barn Finds. And we'll start with a couple cars that are right in here. They have some really beautiful ones. And so the first one they pulled up for us here is a Mecum auction car. This is an SS 396 1967, and it's a ragtop 67. Now, it's also Chevy Camaro official pace car, 51st annual Indy 500 mile race, May 30th, 67. So how can we tell a 67? Well, a couple things. Your taillights on a 67 are going to be usually in a black panel. They're the red and white on either side. Now this one happens to have an SS cap because it has the SS, well, plus the official pace car, but it's an SS package with it. And the SS package usually would have an SS hood on it. This has a cow induction hood on it. So I'm not sure if this is a real SS. Has SS on the side. Now, a lot of times people think the SS RS package is the same and it would have hidden headlights. But the SS is separate from the RS. Now, this also has a new brake system in it because it didn't come with those. But one of the things when you're just looking at a 67 in general is the low back seats and vents. So vent windows are a dead giveaway that you're looking at a 67 first generation, because 68 and 69s do not have those. That is the biggest way. Now also the headlights, if you look, the headlights, the 67 has a much flatter grille, and turn signals has a smaller turn signals rally lights right next to the big lights. Now let's go look at a 68. All right, actually we're gonna look at, this is a 67 SS 350. This is a 68. So we have them parked right next to each other. Really easy to take a look at the differences. So these both have the Rally Sport package. The Rally Sport package came with the hidden headlights. So the hidden headlights on the 67 and the 68 were just blacked out like this. But if we take a look at the 69 hidden headlight package Rally Sport, the 69 hidden headlights had the 3 clear lenses in it. Okay, so a 67 and a 68 Camaro did not have the clear lenses. That's 69 only right there. Going back, 67 and 68 SS packages came with the SS hoods. This was the 67 SS hood, and it just had these straight finned risers, the 2 of them. 68 for the SS hood had the 4 stack on either side. Okay, so that's another difference. The other difference you can see, 67s, they do not have a marker light here. 68s have a marker light. As we walk down along, the body lines look very, very similar. If we get to the back, so in the back now, you've got 67 which this is the SS package. It has a single bar on it like that. It's going to have 2 lights in there. The 68 has blacked out, and it has the double lights similar to that convertible package over there. If we're looking at the back of the 67 is here, 68 is there. Let's go take a quick look at a 69. So here's the 69 SS. 69 SS. Rally lights at the bottom, not inside the grille. The single lights in the grille. Much deeper V-shape, much deeper grille. Marker lights. Cow induction hood. And the lights are going to be 3 on each side. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 3 lenses on each side. As you can see, even on that one, it's 3 lenses. So 3 lenses for 69, 2 lenses for 68, 1 single lens for 67. Now they all had an option for the spoiler, and all the spoilers are very similar. Roof lines are very similar. One of the things the 69 had was the chrome grille on the side, or I don't know what you want to call them. They kind of look like shark gills. If you notice, the 67s don't have them. 68 doesn't have them either. So when you're looking at the various years, that's a lot of easy ways to see how they are not as similar as you think. So again, here we have 3 more. We have a 69 ragtop, big block, 396. Again, this has the RS and SS package. RS package is, you can tell right away because it's got the lights. SS package should have the hood. This has this does not have the SS hood on it. If we look inside, it does have the different gauges. Is an automatic. Here's a 4-speed. This is a 68 RS SS. Again, it's an RS with the light package on it. You can also tell it's an SS because of the hood. That's the quickest way to see. Now badging is on there as well, but that is a very quick way to look on that one. Here is an RS SS 69. So if we're looking at the 68 versus the 69, you can see that it had the 69s all have their marker lights down the bottom. They have the 3 lenses in the door of the lighting. And as an SS, this one actually I believe has the SS hood on it. This one has a 1968 SS hood on it. Again, big block 396 big block Chevys. They can have, this has an Edelbrock manifold, so it's obviously not stock, but those could be original valve covers, because the big blocks do come with chrome valve covers. And then if you want to look just for fun while we're here next to it, here is a convertible 68 Firebird, basically built on the same chassis. Usually these will have the Pontiac engine. This has a 354 valve, but most of them came with 400s. Some came with 455s. And you can kind of see it's the same shape. It has a lot of the same body parts, not as many as you think though. 68. I'm sorry, 68. So this is the 1968 Z28, I think. Let me look on the tag. It's a Z. Is it yours? Yeah. All right, guys, so here is a 1970 Camaro. So this is the first year of the new second generation Camaro. Now, a lot of times people think that the 70 Camaros only had split bumpers, meaning they ended here and they ended here and they had a full grille open. That's not the case. For the Z28, they had a split bumper option, but not for everyone. This is an SS version, so it did not have the split bumper option. One of the other ways you could tell the difference between a Z28 and the other ones is they had lights up here versus lights down there. So this is a nice addition, a nice specimen of a 77 SS, or I'm sorry, 1970 SS Camaro. It's got the red line tires. It has the aftermarket Kraggers, which a lot of people would have put on, and it just has the stock hood because it did not have a cowl induction hood with the SS. They just didn't. You could get a cowl induction hood, but you had to order that separately from the SS package. Has the bucket seats, no console. It does have the sport package as far as for the gauges, 150 mile an hour speed limit. That went down to 120 with the next version. Again, no real room in the back, no spoiler, and the round lights. Nice clean look. This was the brand new look for 1970. This body style lasted from 1970 to 1981. So 11 years. which was, I believe, the longest of any of the body styles. So we're going to take a look at some that are the outgrowth of this. Now, some people think that this is the second edition, or the second generation, and that it only goes to 73, and then once they put a soft nose on it, that was a third. I tend to believe that everything up to 81 is the second, because they basically feature similar looks. Anyway, so this would be the next second generation of the Camaro. All right, a lot of people argue whether this is a second gen or a third gen car, because these are 1981s, I think. Let's see, what year? I believe it's an 81, 79, 81. So these are this is an 81 Z28, I believe. It's got air induction, looks like a Z. And this is also, it's a 79 Z28. So one of the things that this generation, and I'm going to call it second generation, even though a lot of people think once they went to the plastic noses they were third, but I believe these are still second generation to me. They share a lot of the same design and everything. So they had scoops. The scoops would change differently. Like this is the 79. If you look at the 81 over here, the 81 has a different scoop into the fender well. These are real scoops. They went all the way through. They could come with T-tops. The majority that I remember came with T-tops of the Z28s. Now the Berlinettas did not. A lot of those were just plain. The RS was just at that point just a style graphics package. So, but this one says Z28 on the back. This does not have Z28 on the back, but they're both Z28s. So they have the small window here, very uncomfortable back seats. They had these kind of door handles, which were really bad. And unlike their brethren, the Pontiacs, Firebirds, these would have just the standard graphite type dashboards, whereas if you ever got in a Trans Am of the same era, they would have these really I don't know, shiny disco ball type things going on. So this is a Survivor Z28 right now, never restored. Nope. Z28. So if somebody wants to see what a Survivor looks like, this is the car. This is a car. And And then of course we have a generation I owned as well. I had an 84. This one here is a 85, and this is an 85 Z28. And by now these cars had about 125 horsepower. They had the louvers on the top, only had 3 bolts that held them on. Underneath it's just solid metal. They looked great. These were the cars to have next to the Mustang back in the 1980s. I loved mine. T-tops came with almost every one of them. A lot of plastic in them. Mostly everybody had, there was not a lot of stick shifts. Could not tell the difference between a 6-cylinder or a 4-cylinder or a Z28 based on what the package was as far as your speedometers and everything. It had this really soft, like, I don't know what kind of fabric that is. It's like a terry cloth, really hard terry cloth package. Of course it had a top, the lift here, the whole rear window lifted up. These things never lasted, so it lifted up and stayed up for about 6 months until they would fall down, and they wouldn't stay up, and you'd have to use a 2x4.
$97,000 original miles. I found it 3.5 years ago in a small town called Exmoor, South Carolina.
And so what have you done anything to it? Is it a Survivor? Is it a different color?
No, it's a Survivor. That's the original paint. I spent 4 weeks compounding, waxing, polishing.
That has no discoloration. Huh.
And then they
Now, but you bought it new. You were one out,
yes,
right?
yes.
So
we had just had 20 years in the garage.
oh. But yeah, so this is great. They want the detail under the hood, and nobody keeps any. You open this up, there's normally like a 350, 455 that somebody pulled. You never keep them like this. So.
Parts.
88 Chevy Camaro RS original owner, 20 years in the garage. Look at this. So you see the interior of these is black, and then you have carpet and gray. Now, like he said, he has to redo the top because that always would come apart.
Like you said, 58.
original owner. Bought it December 3rd, 1986.
miles on it, so under 100 miles. It is not for sale. Don't even bother asking. And it has been at this dealership since delivered brand new in '93. They're gonna let us open up. They're gonna let us look inside. Battery's dead. They're not gonna start it, and that's okay. But we're gonna check this whole car out, and this is an amazing time capsule. It's not a barn find because it's been sitting on the showroom floor here since '93. Take a look at it and just check it out. And finally, the most modern Camaro and the first one to ever race in NASCAR. A Transformers edition. So this was a Transformer edition. SS. (2014) Camaro SS. So here's some of the Camaros that are showcased right here at Street Side. But we're gonna go ahead and show you some more Camaros that we have covered that have appeared on our channel over the years. I hope you like it. And I put down some of the episode numbers, so if you want to go and watch the whole episode, go ahead. I appreciate you watching, and subscribe if you like this kind of thing. So this is number 6 of 24 of the 2020 Hertz Hendrick Motorsports Camaros. Popo Camaro. This is a pure investment piece. This was bought as an investment. Let's see if we can just lift this up. So there's your Copo.
your vehicle. So once again, True Street driver number 204, please bring your vehicle and your safety equipment with you.
Okay, so what we have here is a 1967 Camaro Z28, one of 602. I've owned the car since 1994, and just absolutely in love with it. It was a basket case when I got it, so a labor of love, and now I get to enjoy it.
Did it have
Smile paper?
When I saw it the other day, the last time, did it have the stripes on it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. This car was purchased by me in 1994, and it was finished and roadworthy back in 1999. So it's been on the road and nothing.
Video that we took the other day of Paul's big block, and this is a. Did we say that it was numbers matching block? So the block, the only thing that's not numbers matching with this is the transmission, because it's a M22, right? The one that you have in there is an M22.
You should have an M21.
Right, that's what you were saying when you found.
You're gonna edit it anyway.
Yeah.
Actually, if you want, this was actually my first.
So this is the first.
This was my Camaro in 1969.
So you bought this one new.
This I bought brand new, and then like I said, I sold it when right after I got married. I sold it with 13,000 miles on it for $2,000.
Wow, couldn't buy the rims on that for $2,000.
No. And now you mentioned about the rims. If you look, it's got the Krieger SS.
It's got the original Krieger SS ones.
Right.
Not the ones they sell now, but the
original I bought
when they first came out.
Right, and here actually. And
I think you said the shade's just a little off from the Le Mans, but not. The only way you can probably tell is if you parked it next to one. Like, yeah.
It's a Le Mans blue color. It's got a little more blue in it. And what they did for me, from the factory, this stripe was painted.
Okay.
And from the factory, this stripe was painted.
Okay.
But they actually painted the whole stripe on.
Oh, that's painted on?
That's painted on.
Can I touch it?
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah.
Look, that's painted on the door and the.
Wow. Yeah, that's under the. Yeah. And this must. How many coats of clear does this thing have? Because it's got a lot. It looks good.
I'm keeping this car, and I have no intention of selling it.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Well, this has the clear coat on this is like, how many coats they put on? They put a bunch, because this thing is like, it looks like glass.
It's a base coat, clear coat.
Yeah, but it looks like glass.
Oh, the car's clean.
Yeah. 671 on there?
Yeah, it's a 671 blower. Scotty's racing engine.
Okay. And you did all Willwood brakes all around for the upgrade and everything? Did you ever have a dyno or anything? Or?
No, we're trying to do that next week, actually.
Okay. Okay.
Huh? Sure.
Cool.
Should be a bunch more cars here in a couple hours.
Yeah. Outlaw Garage. And then we're gonna start, then you start getting into some serious horsepower and serious money, guys. .502. Two first-gen Pro Street Camaros here. This one's for sale, so if you want to mortgage your house, you can call this number, 803-983-7594. Have some more first gen over here.
I mean, these superchargers alone are bigger than my car.
Yeah, I love these cars right here. I was telling Kimberly they had a place over there. That's pretty shit too bad.
Is there anything you could do to this car that maybe draw some attention to it so people will take a look at it?
Yeah, I can do maybe a few more things.
It's crazy. Beautiful car. Show them with Junkyards and Barn Finds. We're our YouTube channel.
Oh, really?
So
awesome.
yeah, so
yeah. This was a barn find.
Was it?
Huh?
Well, I was hoping it wasn't a real Z that you just decided to cut up one day after restoring it.
It actually is a real Z.
But it wasn't restored. Was it restorable, or you just said, you know what, I'm just gonna make it nuts?
I'm just gonna make it nuts.
So
yeah, I'm not into
rotisserie and having the correct knob on your radio.
This was all rotisserie, and I have a 68 that's all rotisserie.
Okay.
But I want to drive it. I want to have joy.
So tell me, like, is this what's the whole group? I saw y'all. Is it? Are you guys like a club or something?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
we're not really.
Or just like
Yeah.
everybody,
The guys that get together.
and just that's what I mean. Just kind of you kind of put together. Now, do you all help other people get theirs going?
Yes, absolutely.
Because I was gonna say, I mean,
There's somebody broke
there's got to be a lot of knowledge, but yeah, broken down. I mean, these things got to be like race cars. They just temperamental as crap, I would think.
Always crap. There's always something going on with it. We make sure everybody's running and can go.
Now, are you all Florida based or worldwide based?
As far as Texas, Missouri, New Hampshire, Pennsylvania, New Jersey,
Oh, okay.
Ohio.
So all over.
Yeah, we're all over. And we all get together. We get together here. We get together cruising the coast and blocks.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. So it's like this is like your vacation every year is to get everybody together.
So it grows and grows every year.
Yeah.
We probably have about 75 pro streets here.
That's what I'm saying. I've never really seen this. I mean, not even. It's crazy. So there's more pro streets right here than I've seen probably in the last 10 videos we've done driving around the country.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
So I mean, unless you're going to a racetrack where you're got guys that are just racing them and they don't paint them up like you guys do, and they're not polished. They're just let's go fast with the yeah. So,
Yeah,
but
we take my own track once in a while, but we're not.
that's what I mean. These are actually almost show cars. I mean,
We drive.
that's what I'm saying. And I saw, and nobody overheated the whole way down, which so
We drive them all over the place.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wherever we go, there seems to be a car show.
Wow. Well, what's your first name?
Ken.
Ken. Hey, Ken. All right, Smurf. I'm Sean. So it's Junkyards of Bar Finds with Sean. So I appreciate you talking to me, man. This crazy stuff. Oops, sorry.
Really?
So
Is that a YouTube channel?
yeah. I mean, these cars, guys. These are like show cars that have incredible engines in them. These are just like feats of engineering. Somebody carries their own starting tree. So it seems, guys, like the first generation Camaros are the choice of most of these guys. Novas. Here's a newer. This is about 2010, 2012, something like that.
Well, I still am. No stress, no stress.
That's the same one.
Oh yeah, there it is.
It doesn't work anymore.
Oh, okay.
It's like they have one of everything here.
you get wider too?
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, sorry. So this has got like a Baldwin paint job on it. Pretty cool. '69 Camaro pace car. Has the pace car interior. I'm wondering if it's a real pace car. We've had a couple of these on the channel.
I'd be happy if you just got me a 1955 hang-down baseball. So my wife backed that for myself. I got completely time covered.
So this is a '69 pace car Camaro. One, two, 4, 6, 7, 9, and 6, 4, 1, 8, 8, 5.
This is a Ford Bronco. How cool.
It was, these would be what the day they call it. Right. But these are
So this is ST69 paint.
Are you restoring one like this?
Oh, it's not mine. I own a YouTube channel. I'm just. Oh, is this yours? No, I'm putting up because everybody always says, is it a real one or not a real one?
This is a real one.
So it's got a real cow induction hood. This is a actual real pace car. It's not a clone. And there is the cow induction wiring there, as you can see. And this is the original motor. With the headlights in. And what's your first name?
Terry. It's what they would refer to as a Z11 on the code.
Right, that's what we're looking at.
Okay, yeah, it's a Z11,
on
all numbers matching and stuff like that. Pretty much original. It's been repainted and I added the air.
Is it original block?
Original block, all the numbers, trims, everything else are all the same and stuff like that.
And how long have you had it?
I've had it for about 5 years now. Gentleman bought it down from Pennsylvania to Marco Island.
Okay.
And we were looking for a 67 through 69. And this one came up. I asked some car club, Camaro club members, anybody know anybody selling a car like that? And they said, yeah, this gentleman down in Marco's selling one. So my wife and I drove down there. She fell in love with it. I said, well, it's a little bit more than I wanted.
But you know what? It's for the car. It seems like it's almost like a new car. I mean, it's a new old car.
Oh yeah.
So you know, I mean, if you look at the price of new cars nowadays, you're not really that much off when you get to some of these things. The interior, the cup holder, I'm pretty was.
Oh, the console thing?
Yeah, that's just
aftermarket.
that's an aftermarket. That's the only. That's just sitting there. Okay.
Yeah, it's
I was
just
wondering. I'm like, I know that didn't
Got
come
a
with
little
one.
Velcro on it. and
Yeah,
stuff
that's
like that.
okay.
You-
Roger Dean. So Roger Dean Chevy, for those of you from Cape Coral, Florida, where there's a Roger Dean Chevrolet, this looks like it's a Roger Dean sponsored, or it was Roger Dean's actual car. His helmet says Roger Dean, so I'm going to assume that this is Roger Dean's Camaro. Is this your car?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So tell me a little bit about this car then, this specific car. What do you know about it?
I've had it for 36 years. It was originally ordered by Alice Rogers, and her maiden name is Alice Wallace. So all the paperwork has her name crossed off because she put the wrong name on. They ordered the Camaro and a Corvette at the same time.
Okay.
They'd just gotten married. Husband was into Corvettes at the time. He had a bunch of Corvettes. Got the new 68. They ordered a new 68 Camaro, traded in a 60 Chevy. She kept it until her husband passed, and this was early 70s. He died young, gave it to her niece. Her niece brought it back to Ohio, which is where I'm from. Spent some time in Orrville, Ohio. She had passed away, and it went to her brother. He took it to college in Bowling Green. He ended up passing away at a young age, and the car became to another.
So it's got an 8-track tape with the Chevy 8-track in it. 1968 official drag rules booklet. It's got a Chevy little box in there for tissues.
Here is some of the pictures. That's
that's got to be what, 81, 82, or
84.
84. That's when I graduated high school.
84.
Right.
Unfortunately, the car went, and I acquired the car from him. Had the car restored, and then I went back to what's considered a day 2 look. All
Right.
period parts are day 2 correct.
Stuff that you would change, headers or air cleaners or
yeah, it's
stuff like that.
The original high horse 327 for 68. It's an L30 engine.
Chevy Camaro pace car convertible. So this says it is a pace car. It is the Z11. It has a 350 V8, and so this is an actual pace car with the 350 with the RSSS trim to it. It's the ragtop version. It has the special seating design that was in it. So when you see seating designs, this is what they had in all the pace cars. So this is a pace car convertible. It does not say it was used as a pace car. It probably was just one sold at one of the dealerships because it was an actual pace car. I tend to believe it might be a little bit more, but it's a really nice car all around. All right. The MPD race car. So this is 1981 Herb Adams selling this historic vehicle. So this is something that you can even buy. There's the Hot Rod magazine that it was featured on. And there is the car itself. It's been rebuilt. Now this is not a street car in the least. This is a pure race car. Got a Camaro here, which is a 67? Nope. Yeah, 67, 68. Hold on. It is a 67 Camaro. I should know by the windows here. 67 Camaro.